Good evening, Otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your Dark Mask Diva. Alright, so I'm going to talk about pretty privilege tonight. And I'm going to talk about when it's not such a privilege, okay? When pretty privilege turns into more of a liability. Alright, so pretty privilege turns into a liability when you are in a certain location or when you're around a certain type of people. Okay, I want you to picture, say like you've got a big wallet full of money and you go through a bad neighborhood. Okay, what's going to happen? Say like your car breaks down, you're in a bad neighborhood. What happens? Everybody runs out, they start taking the hubcaps off your car, you get robbed, everybody just takes everything you have, right? So it's a liability because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You having all that stuff is not really paying off because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, that's kind of how pretty privilege works too. If you're not in a place where pretty privilege can benefit you, it's people are only going to take from you, okay, and it's not going to do you any good. It's only going to work against you. So if you are more beautiful than most people, but you are impoverished, you live in a bad neighborhood, for whatever reason, like you have a disability or something like that, you're only limited in where you can go, what you can do, and that kind of thing, the kind of people that you're around. Your pretty privilege isn't going to get you things. It's not going to work for you. It's going to work against you. So what you're going to do is it's going to actually make your life harder until you are actually able to get out of that atmosphere. And so I have pretty privilege, but my pretty privilege didn't start working for me until I got out of, all the bad neighborhoods I was living in and stuff like that. So it was a liability for me, and as soon as I got into the place I'm at now, I met a great guy, and things started going my way. But I had to get out of a bad atmosphere first. So pretty privilege doesn't really kick in until you get away from things that are going to detract from you. Okay, because it's just not going to work until you are somewhere where people can add to you. Okay, or you're around a better type of people. Okay, and I'm not saying that everybody who lives in poverty is a bad person, but when you're around people who can't do anything for you and people who are desperate and struggling, what can they do for you? They may want to do something for you, but they can't do anything for you. All people can really do is just say, honey, you don't belong here. That's what I used to hear all the time. And, and I kept saying, I'm trying to get out of here, and that kind of thing. And, people just kept asking me what I was doing there. And I said, I'm on disability. That's why I live here. I can't afford to live anywhere else. That's why I'm here. And so, people would just keep looking at me like, and sweetheart, you're too pretty to live here. What are you doing here? And I used to hear that all the time and just get stares, from people all the time like, why are you here? And I would just, you should not be here. And I was constantly getting that type of comment from people. And because people feel like nice things don't belong in bad places. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what happens if you have pretty privilege and you try to go out with somebody who kind of doesn't have a lot. Okay, because I dated people who did not have a lot because those were the only people available to me. Okay, because I wanted a companion. So I dated the people that did not have a lot. They were people who were the only ones readily available to me. So what happened was they were insecure because they felt like they did not deserve me. So there was that constant insecurity of they were paranoid that I was going to cheat on them. Why? Because they were constantly paranoid that I was going to upgrade on them. Okay, so this is something that commonly happens because I'm going to tell you this is the nature of men. Men don't care about other men and their girls. Okay, if a guy sees a guy with a girl and they don't think that guy deserves that girl, they're going to hit on the girl. They're going to be like, they're going to come up to her and say, what are you doing with him? Okay, I'm just going to tell the story about something that happened. And this is something that happened to my friend, okay? Because I don't want to make this just about me. So I'm going to talk about something that happened to my friend. My friend, when we were in school, she wasn't the prettiest girl, but after we grew up, she just had this like glow up. And she got real pretty, right? So she was going out with this guy, and he was kind of like, I don't know, I thought he was just kind of a dork, to be honest, and I thought she could do a lot better. So she looked really cute, and she went out with him, and they went to this bar, and he excused himself to the restroom, and you know, and he should be able to do that. They're in a public place. So she was like sitting up at the bar, and she was having her drink, and all these guys just went whoop and flocked to her. She's not used to that kind of attention. Because we were in school, she wasn't the cute girl, okay? But now she is, right? So these guys just flocked to her, and she goes, I was not used to that kind of attention. And I'm just like, I know, but get used to it now, because you're really cute now, okay? You look amazing. So she has all and she goes, and all these guys were like, what are you doing with him? And I go, yeah, story of my life, right? And she goes, yeah, they were all just saying, you know, honey, you can do a lot better than him. And, you know, the bartender was nodding, and, you know, and everybody was kind of talking to her like that. Okay, well, guys are like that. And guys will even a guy's friends will give him a hard time when they think that he has a girl that's too good for him. Okay, they'll be like, dude, how'd you pull that? Like, she is way too hot for you, bruh. Like, what are you doing with her? Come on. Like, seriously. Like, she's going to trade you in for a better model, okay? You know, like, yeah, you know. What is she doing with you? You know, and guys talk to each other all mean like that. They do. Because guys are mean to each other. They seriously are. Like, guys grow up being really mean to each other, okay? They just say like the meanest, harshest things, and they're very competitive with each other. So if guys who are friends say mean things like that to each other, guys that don't know each other do not give a care about each other, okay? They will go up and try to steal a girl away from some guy that they think they can get away with it. Even if they think they can't get away with it, they sure do try. Okay, so these guys were all over my friend, apparently, right? And she was telling me about it, and she was just describing it. I'm like, happens to me all the time, hun. All the time. You know, so I was telling her all about it. Okay. So if you're going out with a guy who already knows that you're too good for him, he's going to be extremely insecure. And he's going to know that other guys are staring at you all the time. And he's going to know every time he goes somewhere with you that all the guys are staring at you. Okay? And they're all trying to think of a way to take you away from him. Because that's real talk, that's how guys are. They see you with someone, they're like, he's really not good enough for her, and I would like to be with that. And they're trying to think of a way to steal you away, okay? Because they don't have somebody. And guys are visual. And guys think about sex all the time. Even if they already have somebody, you're something new. You're something they haven't had yet, okay? So they could have someone just as pretty as you, but they haven't had you yet, okay? So they're just thinking, okay, how can I achieve this? This is something new.
guys know what other guys are thinking about because they think about it all the time. Okay, guys think about sex all the time. Okay, so he's afraid to take you out in public because other guys are looking at you, and dirty thoughts are like running through their mind about you. And he knows all these guys are staring at you because you're too fine for him. Okay, so and you know, if he goes to the bathroom, goes outside, looks away or whatever, some guy's going to be all, hey, you know, and he knows other guys are looking at you, trying to catch your eye. They're going to hand you their number when he walks away. He knows they're going to try to talk to you. He knows they're going to, if they see you somewhere else, they're going to come up and be like, hey, I didn't want to talk to you with your man around, but what's up? He knows, okay? Because he's probably done that to somebody before himself, okay? Or he knows if he saw you with some other dude, he'd wait till that dude wasn't around to try to talk to you, okay? Guys don't have any freaking morals when it comes to that stuff because they're thinking with another part of their body, all right? That's just a man's drive, and they don't care. And I'm sorry, guys, when they don't have much to lose, they're going to go for it. That's just how it goes, okay? So they're afraid to take you out in public because of that. And if a guy senses another guy's weakness, oh yeah. If he senses weakness in another guy, or if he senses that you're just tired of that guy's crap, oh yeah, he's going to come on to you. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. Or if you accidentally look over at him because there's something else next to him, like you glance over there and there's like ice cream over there because you like ice cream. Don't we all like ice cream? There's ice cream over there, so you look. You're like, ooh, ice cream. And the guy is standing there, and you accidentally look at the guy because he's standing next to the ice cream. Okay, your boyfriend's going to think you're checking that guy out. And all day long, he's going to be acting salty. You were checking out that guy, right? And he's going to be, even if he doesn't come out and say it, he's going to be sulking all day. And you're going to be like, what's wrong? And all day, he's going to have this look on his face, like he's going to be sulking and seething inside, and the wheels in his mind are going to be turning like, she's going to cheat on me. She's probably already cheating on me. And his imagination is going to go down that dark rabbit hole and think, you know, that you're cheating on him and doing all this stuff because you're too good for him. You should be cheating on him. And I'm not saying anyone should cheat on anyone, but you should be with somebody else. I don't mean you should be cheating on him. No one should be cheating on anybody. But in his mind, you should be cheating on him because he's a piece of garbage and he knows it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say anyone should cheat on anyone. So don't take that literally when I say it. No one should ever be cheating on anybody, okay? Seriously, if you get anything out of my show, no one should be cheating on anyone. But that's what he's thinking. Guys are very insecure. Most guys, even the good ones, secretly think the girl they're with can do better than them. The good ones, the bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly, all think their girl is going to trade them in for someone else, and that their girl can do better than them. Unless they've purposely gone for a girl they think is beneath them. Unless they've purposely gone for a girl that's like below a 5. Some guys purposely aim really low so they don't have to feel insecure. But if they've gone for a girl that they're genuinely attracted to, they are feeling insecure about it somehow. I can see my neighbors in the background. I'm going to stand there so so you can't see. We're not in anyone's business. Okay. So, if the guy is with a woman he's genuinely attracted to, there is some level of insecurity there, whether he's a low-life piece of garbage or not. So the low-life piece of garbage, he's really suffering in his mind. Okay, and it's like, well, if he's a low-life piece of garbage, he should be suffering, right? Okay, but you know he really truly is. Okay, so I'm going to tell you some things that low-life pieces of garbage do when you should be having pretty privilege, but it's working against you. This is something that a low-life piece of garbage does on purpose. On purpose, he tries to get you pregnant. He wants to saddle you with a baby so he has an excuse to stay in your life for 18 years. He doesn't think you'll move out of state and get rid of him. No. He's trying to anchor you in. Okay? And he's also trying to ruin your figure. I can't make this up. Guys do that. They want an excuse to keep you around. They want an excuse to keep you in the house. They want an excuse to tie you down. They want an excuse to make you marry them. So they get you pregnant. It's not that they're going to be a real husband to you or take care of you. No, they just want to ruin your effing life. So they get you pregnant on purpose. And you're probably a nice girl and you probably make a good mom. And they want to say, my baby's mom is the pretty one. But yeah, they're doing it to ruin your life. They're not doing it because they love you. Real talk. Okay? They're getting you pregnant to ruin your life. And I'm not saying kids ruin your life because they don't. I mean, I like being a mom. But those guys are doing it to ruin your life. Here's another thing they do. They're trying to do everything they can to keep you in the house and not have you leave. Okay? And they're cooking on purpose and giving you seconds and thirds and cooking to fatten you up. They want to make you as fat as possible. Now, I'm with a really nice guy who cooks, but he's not cooking to fatten me up. He cooks small portions of healthy food, and I've actually been losing weight since I've been with him because he knows that's what I need to do is lose weight. Okay, so guys who cook are really neat, except for these guys because they're covert feeders. They're fattening you up on purpose to ruin your figure, so other guys won't find you as attractive. And they may also have a thing for bigger women. But they want you to be less attractive. And they want your self-esteem to come down a little bit because you're getting fat. Okay, because I've been with a couple guys like that. And when I express concern at me gaining weight, they're like, why are you so upset that you're gaining weight? And I go, because it's unhealthy. And I don't like the way I look. Of course I don't want to be fat. No one in their right mind freaking wants to be fat. I mean, and no offense to you if you're a plus size person, okay? But I'm gonna say this honestly. If you have a choice between being fit and being overweight, you would choose to be fit, right? Okay, so yeah, because I have heart disease. So why would I want to be fat? That makes no sense. And yeah, I want to have a nice figure, right? So they were trying to ruin my figure on purpose. That's what those kind of guys do, okay? So you have to keep in mind that they were doing it on purpose. And when I would get out of those relationships, I'd lose the weight right away because that's my lifestyle. I'm just one of those motivated people. So I was not making myself fat. They were always trying to feed me. Okay, and it's not because they're nice people and that's not how they show love. They were trying to sabotage me. So that's what those kind of people do. Okay, and they also try to keep you away from other people. They try to keep you away from your loved ones, but they try to keep you out of the public too. They don't want other people to see you. Because those other people see you, that means other guys are hitting on you, and other people are telling you that you should not be with them. Of course you shouldn't be with them. Okay, and they're keeping you from opportunities that will get you out of the bad neighborhood. They're keeping you from getting a job that will improve your life. Of course, they're not going to take care of you because they've got a poverty mentality, okay? And they come from a place of lack. They don't want to improve your life, but they don't want you to be able to improve yourself either. Okay, that's the kind of people I'm talking about. These types of people are nothing but a liability. All right, and they want to take everything about you and ruin it. So I hope that was enlightening, and I really was not able to use what I was given until I was able to leave that environment. But the environment I was in was basically a cesspool with people trying to sabotage me all the time. And as soon as I got here, everything started to go right. I met a really nice guy, a great guy. Turns out he's my soulmate. You know, I met him almost right away. Now I live in a great apartment. You know, I live in a place where I'm getting better medical care. I'm getting healthy again. I really love living here. So yeah, I'm not in the kind of environment I was in at all. And I've been able to quit bad habits that were destructive, and I'm a lot happier. So you just need to get out of a bad environment, you know, where you can't get anywhere. So if you find that you're wondering why your pretty privilege is not working for you, that might be why you're just in the wrong place, okay? If you've ever heard the expression, do not put pearls before swine, that's what that means, all right? This is Queen Juliana, your Dark Mask Diva. I love you all, and I will see you in the next content. Bye-bye.